What's up, Sagittarius? This is girl for Jay. What they saying, Tarot? Coming to give you a quick little check in to see what you got going on. Thanks for viewing. I'm trying to try to hold we roll together. By the way, my name is Queen Jay, and nice to meet you. So I don't know, man. You know, every time I get up in here with y'all, I got to just light the stage because I don't know how y'all gonna be getting down sometimes. No offense, y'all. Sagittarius, y'all dope as fuck. I ain't met a Sagittarius that ain't that dope. So it's nothing personal. But it's just, y'all can set fire to a motherfucker when you want to. So, communication issues. It could be some type of communication issues. Maybe you just to the point like you ready to free yourself from some shit. Maybe you just feeling trapped in some shit, trapped in the closet. So I don't know. Maybe somebody got some skeletons in their closet and shit like that. And maybe it was some communication issues. Uh, Damn, I had a little message before I came in, but I had forgot. The one that always knew how you felt. I was the one that always knew how you felt, or something like that. Sure, transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So maybe you was having some communication issues. Maybe you couldn't communicate some shit to somebody, but it's time for you to, come out of that space of feeling trapped. Free yourself. So it's time for you to take back control of your life. So maybe you put a lot of trust into a situation that something will work out like in your favor. I just heard, but it's like transfer occurs through acceptance. So you gotta accept whatever the outcome is of the situation that you in. So maybe somebody taking action towards some shit could be some children. So okay, if you run into children and they young, of course they got another adult with them. So either a baby mama or a baby daddy, somebody that got kids. So somebody could be moving away from a situation. So if somebody don't have kids with somebody, somebody could be moving towards a situation, either away from a situation with children or towards a situation with somebody with children. Your love life is being affected by children. So either somebody could be moving away from a situation where somebody got children. I don't know. Maybe I see a white horse and a black horse. So maybe some of y'all got children with different people. So maybe you was in a relationship where somebody else had kids by somebody. I see a girl and a boy. So maybe the girl might be older than the boy. I'm hearing the boy older than the girl. So I don't know. It might be vice versa. So some might have a daughter that's older than the boy, and somebody might have a boy that's older than the girl. But I keep seeing it split though. So maybe somebody been dealing with somebody and they had a child with somebody else. Maybe this other person had a child with somebody else. So it's like maybe both of y'all had kids by different people. And it's like maybe you had to take action towards doing something else what was most efficient for the child. Because your love life is being affected by children. That only comes to a point when kids feel like their needs are not met. And then on top of that, kids act up when they try to send you warning signs about people that you be dealing with. So you got to pay attention to that shit. The kids are the purest. So they tell you a lot of shit about people that you might not recognize. You get what I'm saying? So don't be sleeping on these gifted kids if they acting up and people leaving out your life and shit. You just trying to figure out what's going on. Like your kids been giving you signs about these people are already. They don't want me to tell y'all. Don't feel bad because they've been doing it in all the videos I damn did. Clearing debt. Your self care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debt from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing the topic and making a plan to clear present obligations to avoid future ones. So you could be like just trying to get your financial business together, personal business. So I don't know, maybe you got some bills that you got to pay and you trying to get them in order so you can get your, so maybe you trying to pay some shit off so you can save some money. Power in prayer. God gives the situation Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. Having unlimited resources, love, answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So maybe you need to pray and ask God for what it is that you need, but you also need to show gratitude too. Like, just don't be going because you need some shit. You know what I'm saying? Add some color to your life. So maybe you need to add some color to your life. I just was saying that legal reading, like, add color don't have to always be material shit. You get what I'm saying? Maybe your spirit guys, yeah, I ain't never noticed the face in the music. So maybe your spirit guys might be sending you like messages through music. So maybe you could be relating their music or relate to situations, or maybe you, because they were saying in Revelations that some was gifted sight and some was gifted sound. So it's like you got to think about it. What about the people that don't have all the advantages, like people that can't hear, people that can't see? Do you see that they other abilities are a lot stronger? So it's like, don't be sleeping on motherfuckers and shit. And don't be letting motherfuckers sell you dreams or sing you lullabies and shit like that. Like, be very mindful of what you add in color too, because it's like it's already enough to connect with you as an individual for you to have to spread your messages to other people, what they transfer to you. It was already enough energy to be able to get the message to you. So it's like you trying to give the message to somebody else. This is something that you supposed to experience. So maybe time that you spend alone, maybe like I said, you could be listening to music and it's like you could be getting certain messages from the music or commercials, anything that's audio or things you might see on TV, billboards, repetitive things, numbers, shades. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take consciously. Working on your priorities will make them flourish like a little flower garden. So maybe you gotta realize that shit just don't build itself. You gotta put work into that shit, and the more work you put into shit, the more result you will see. Like you will start seeing that things is growing that you've been planting seeds and trying to do, but consistency. That's what they just said. So it's like maybe you gotta be consistent in certain type of things. That way you can have a better understanding of where you're going. Very soon, clearly decide what it is that you want, so it comes to you now. So I don't know. Maybe the past is now behind you. Release and embrace new possibilities, new paths is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So it's like we done seen a lot of shit. So it's like, you know how a lot of people want to see and know everything. So it's like we being put into a position where it's like you don't have no choice but to move by faith. And I say all that because you got the unknown part up here. And it say gratitude list. So maybe unknowingly, like, you've been getting blessed with a lot of different shit. And it's like, not showing that you are grateful, not saying that you're not grateful, but it's like uh, acknowledging that your prayers are being answered. You know how you ask for shit, and sometimes you can get a whole lot of shit that you prayed for, and you don't even say thank you. You get what I'm saying? Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for you already have help. You You to be centered in your heart instead of fixated or worried in your mind. Who are you grateful for right now? So what or who are you grateful for? So it don't always have to be money. Keep focusing upon the gratitude. You'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So it's like being able to acknowledge that you ain't wanting for shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, people think it's all about money and shit like that, but it's not. It's like once you die to the flesh, you realize that spiritually you're gonna be fed. You're gonna have what you need when you need it. So it's like, when you get to the point where you lose your faith, you pray a little harder. You get what I'm saying? let your friends help you. So maybe it's like the people that you be, fixated on, they just said. So maybe it's like you used to dealing with certain type of people, and it's like maybe they ain't really got nothing to say to you that builds you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So maybe you get a new group of friends, or either maybe you they saying if you got friends in a time like this, that should go on your list of gratitude. So maybe some people be like, "Oh, I ain't got no friends or nobody I can go to ask for and accept support from." So it's like they saying if you have friends right now at this moment, goddamn, put that on your gratitude list because this is a time where nobody really wants to be supportive in anything. So passion, a magnetic, seductive quality surrounds you at presence. Enjoy it. So maybe you having a magnetic connection with your spirit guides. It's like maybe some of y'all just tapping in. You get what I'm saying? It's like maybe you realize the people in this world you ain't really we got something in common. Yeah, it's like maybe y'all ain't got that common and shit like that. It's like, maybe you used to meet people that's deceptive and shit, or vice versa. People used to meet you and you been deceptive. But it's like you used to people wearing masks and shit, so it's like shit. Maybe you looking at the situation like shit. Even the motherfucker I call my friends was wearing masks and shit. So it's like shit. I guess they say if you got a friend at a time like this shit, put that shit on your damn gratitude list, goddamn. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So it's like them hardships and shit. When motherfuckers cross you and you be like, I can't believe this motherfucker did this shit. It's like, yeah, believe that shit. So it's like life opening your eyes up to different things, new careers, moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part time while keeping your other jobs to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So maybe it's like you think about opening a business or starting a new career or some shit like that. It's like shit, do that shit part time, but goddamn shit, use the job that's paying the money. It's like flip that shit. Yeah, you gotta flip it. So I don't know. Maybe somebody used to flip the shit and they telling you know how to flip that shit. So flip it. You can flip anything. It don't always have to be drugs. My spirit guys been saying that shit a lot to me lately. I was like, damn, we got drug dealers in the game. So yeah, they said you can flip any motherfucking thing. You don't have to be drugs. They say the least little shit you get, you can flip that motherfucker. So it's like being grateful for having shit when motherfuckers in the world losing shit every day. So maybe you had to realize that shit, some shit you just couldn't take with you on this process and shit. It's like it's a time to be playful and it's a time to be assertive. Another thing they was telling me about y'all, because I noticed on all these cards a motherfucker is touching some shit or touching someone or touching something or tapping into shit. So it's like be mindful of what the fuck you touching. Because you gotta understand like the amps is being built and shit. So y'all ascending and shit like that. So it's like your vibes, it's like a boost pack. It's like I don't know, maybe some of y'all might be having problems like me where the lights and shit be flickering or the technology be fucking up and shit like that. I don't know where you at or what you deal with. You hear what I'm saying? But it's just like the touch is so powerful. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe you just can't be transferring your energy to anybody because they ain't ready for that shit. Acceptance is the key to inner peace at this time. We must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yeah, like you can't come in and try to change motherfuckers and shit. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. Or him. Shit. Uh boundaries. Maybe somebody set up some boundaries. Maybe motherfuckers wearing all white because they feeling godly type of shit. And it's like maybe y'all getting out into the sun. Excuse me for those of the ones don't care for smoking, but I just got to. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to. I choose to. But some people don't like that shit. So I'm apologizing ahead of time. You know, being considerate. Some of y'all setting up boundaries. So I don't know. Maybe some of y'all spending too much time in the motherfucking house and need to come out. Cause you can't plant no seeds in the house. You can't make shit grow in the house. That's what they telling me. It's like when you place your feet certain places, certain foundations, as you transition through the world, you marking places that you've been. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you want to be able to say that you done the work, you done traveled distances, you done things on this side of the world, that side of the world, north side, south, east, west, right? So you got to be able to come out, charge yourself up, because you like a crystal too. You get what I'm saying? So you have to get that sunlight. So maybe they saying some of y'all got light feet. So I don't know. For the motherfuckers that got light feet, I'm talking to you. Y'all got light feet. And it ain't no race in this shit. So if your feet light as a motherfucker, them bitches pale, you need some sun. They talking to you. They talking shit. It's not me. So they say that's a way right there to know whether you've been charging yourself up or not. If you got some light ass feet, you need to get some sun. This person right here getting charged up like a motherfucker, no shirt. Where you at in the world? Motherfuckers still wearing like no clothes. I be seeing that a lot of places, and I be wondering what the temperature is, where the fuck they at. Somebody watching somebody. So I don't know whether somebody left some motherfucking body because they ain't had stability or security, or they was looking for stability and security, but they wasn't looking at it like on a spiritual level or a job application type of thing. It was like through a person, like because this person could manifest a lot of shit. So they seen how valuable and pure this person was, but it's like this person, it's like, you know how people come in and they don't come in with the intention to hurt a motherfucker, but they do. So I don't know. Maybe this person thought they could get their shit together and like, come back and make it up to you. So I don't know. Maybe you did some shit for this person or somebody did some shit for you and they set some boundaries. Maybe you feel like this was true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Didn't I say somebody said I had picked that shit up? Somebody said I was the only one who truly knew how you felt. So I don't know. Maybe somebody was fucking with was the only person that keep it real no matter what. Yeah, this motherfucker used to keep it real no matter what. Like no matter uh what was going on, what the circumstances was, this person used to keep it real no matter what. So I don't know. Maybe somebody set some boundaries with a person because maybe this person feel like this person set up boundaries because they wasn't stable or secure. uh Maybe this person set up boundaries because it's like they realized it was true love, but y'all just was on two separate paths. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can't fault a person for being financially stable and on their spiritual journey and you ain't got there yet. It's like some people can identify what they can handle and what they can't. So shit, that don't mean a person didn't love you. So I guess it was meant to say it like that. My beloved, through we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united for love, transit, spaces, and times. Nothing is missing. So it's like spiritually, this person's still with you. So maybe y'all, if you want to be connected to this person, okay, cool. So maybe y'all still feeling shit from people that y'all used to deal with or whatever it is. So maybe you connected to a person. But maybe this person trying to do some cord cuttings or some shit because this person on their journey and it's like this person can feel when you doing right or when you doing wrong. So it's like you don't want to get a person to a position where they gotta choose their religion over friendship. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, hopefully they'll choose their religion versus the friendship. Because if it was a true friendship, you wouldn't even question me about my religion. You just gonna respect that shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's like maybe this person feel like they could just come back around and just jump back in your life. Got that bitch on repeat. I just heard. So I don't know. Maybe somebody listening to some shit and they got that bitch on repeat. But I don't know. They saying some type of song. Maybe y'all like the certain song and this person got this shit on repeat, either you or this person. But what I was finna say though, see, I hate when they give me extra shit. Not saying I ain't grateful. I'm just saying because, you know. I don't know. Toxic education. So I don't know. Maybe somebody been feeding you some toxic ass shit, and it's just like, uh, it's a way out of this shit. Ain't no motherfucking way. I just heard. So maybe somebody been getting some toxic education. So maybe somebody been trying to school a motherfucker and been trying to school a motherfucker all wrong. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. So maybe you feel like you were suffering or sacrificing some shit with a person, or by living a certain type of way or some shit like that. Hold the intentions of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of those vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions and times. So maybe you was brought up a certain type of way from childhood or some shit. Maybe you was tied up into some generational curses or some shit like that. Or maybe somebody you was involved with was tied into some crazy ass shit. You get what I'm saying? 21, 12, 24, 35, 5, 32, 1. C could be a significant letter, a D, a B, a P, R, a G, a T. They could have moon in their name. I just heard Moo. Um, Maybe somebody, like I said, was all tied up in some shit. You have known each other before, so maybe you was dealing with somebody like spiritually, because you spiritually connected. You can feel each other by the souls and shit like that. So as y'all building y'all vibration, you can kind of tell what this person going through by what you feeling. So maybe you feeling something emotionally, and it's like you can feel the changes. So maybe you was getting some type of toxic education, some type of toxic information that kept you all tied up. Maybe you realizing that this is a past life relationship. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So maybe you trying too hard in the situation. Break every chain. So maybe it's time for you to break some chains in the situation. Windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and knowing this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So it's like you got to do the work. Like you can't just expect shit to fall into your lap, and it's gonna come to you different type of ways through different type of people. It's like the temple. You gotta work on yourself. You get what I'm saying? Self-made changes. Maybe you had some type of codependencies or some shit like that. Maybe you had to free yourself from that shit. Maybe you had some type of addictions and it was affecting your romantic life. So it's like maybe you understand that you can have more peace in life if you live it a certain way. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear as you want it to be. So it's like nobody can restrict you but you. It's like people only do what you allow them to do to you. So it's like having a form of discipline. So maybe some of y'all saving money, declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So I can relate to that shit because it's like I've been telling them in the last videos, like I don't know, maybe it's just the unknown shit. Y'all just staying busy, obsessively cleaning, like getting rid of shit you won't need, giving it to people that showing compassion to people that's less fortunate. I just heard. So maybe y'all realizing that y'all had a lot of possibilities, like from past to now, and it's like maybe you realizing that you can manifest anything if you really take the time to really think about what it is that you want, like and work for it. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So it requires balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So maybe you realizing that in the good times you gotta be supportive, and in the bad times you gotta be supportive. So healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So maybe you breaking some generational curses that you got to, forgive your parents for certain things so you can better yourself. Embrace to each other. You'll find the missing pieces. So maybe you embracing the spiritual connection you had uh to find the missing pieces. I told you was getting the downloads and shit that you needed. So it's like some of y'all being crying. Some of y'all could be dealing with a water sign or an air sign, but it's like you building the confidence or they building the confidence. Maybe some of y'all might be going through a separation with kids and might need a public defender. I don't know. Maybe y'all trying to clear the debt with a baby mama. Didn't I say something about a baby mama earlier? Maybe y'all learning lessons. It's like experience is the best teacher. So maybe y'all dealt with a lot of shit, and it's like you realizing that faith without work shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like maybe you realizing that as these experiences that you go through, you able to experience it and help someone else. Maybe you trying to make peace. Maybe it's like at one point in time you used to have a whole lot and you ain't really show any type of gratitude about it. And it's like now you in a place where you had this spiritual awakening and it's like let your friends help you. So maybe your friends is your spirit guides and ancestors and shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like maybe you done had a lot of deception or whatever the case is. But it's like maybe you might have some type of air sign try to come and make peace, but you got to think about it. What was the situation that put you in the situation that you had to decide that some shit wasn't working out for you? You hear what I'm saying? So maybe you need to be cautious of the lessons that you learn. Like shit, the teacher learns from the student. You get what I'm saying? It's like the teacher got there, take all these tests and get all these degrees, but it's like the student, every student is different, so it teaches the teacher different ways to issue the lesson. So maybe it's like shit hit different with certain people and shit. So it's like maybe you learning to set boundaries in your relationships and not hold on to shit that's not healthy for you. It's like especially if it causes disappointment. It's like I said, all relationships ain't perfect, but it's like it's all according to what type of foundation that you build it on to actually value. Yeah, love it. So it's like maybe you want to be in a situation where it's just me and you. Yeah, just the two. Yeah, just me and you. Maybe you tired of being all tied up and shit. It's just like uh maybe you got keep running. You can't keep running in there out of my life. Yeah, maybe somebody feels somebody coming. Either you head towards somebody or maybe you trying to get out some shit so you can go towards somebody. I don't know. Maybe it was some type of sorrow or some shit, some type of third party or something. Maybe somebody was worried, had to go to the doctor or some shit. Maybe somebody just was, they keep saying it's a vibe. So maybe somebody had to heal some type of addiction or some type of childhood trauma. But it's like in the process of them healing some childhood traumas, uh, what they say, love. There's so many things I gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause it's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. So I don't know, maybe somebody was all tied up in some shit and it's like they want to be with someone else, but it's like they don't know how this person will take hearing like what the fuck this person been through while they was gone. So I don't know. Maybe you left a third party for somebody else, and it's like you trying to go back to the other person because the other person ain't did you right. So I don't know. Maybe you ended up getting somebody pregnant, but it's like the person that you got pregnant didn't do you right, so you trying to go back to the other person. Because now you realize that it was nothing but disappointment. So maybe you're the one that's trying to cause of truth. You get what I'm saying? Trying to make peace with somebody. Uh, they keep saying you keep hearing this person's name, so I don't know. Maybe you hear this person's name a lot. I don't know. Maybe you thinking about reaching out, saying something to this person, but it's like there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So it's like it's up to you what you choose to do. So it's up to you if you lose the opportunity too. So it's you got the option to take the opportunity and you got the option not to take the opportunity. It's balanced, but it's like it's all according to how you play the game. Fire sign, air sign. You got to be very cautious of the moves you make because it's like if you made up in your mind you don't want something, then okay, spirit gonna confirm that you don't want it. So that means you should be able to handle that. This person being with someone else. So if you do want it, spirit gonna understand that you do want it. So it just all depends on where your heart and your mind is at and what you're trying to do uh in a situation. Yeah. So maybe somebody deciding to speak their damn truth. It's like I don't know. Maybe somebody trying to advocate for their damn truth. Let me see. Oh, they say I don't know. For somebody that with the public defender, they thinking like should they let this person represent them like in the case with a baby mama or whatever the case is. But it's like, or they thinking like shit, they advocate for themselves. It's shit. Just get the public defender. You get what I'm saying? It's like every public defender got their stripes. Every public defender stripes ain't the same. Just because it's a public defender don't mean this person can't help you with this situation and bring your dreams to a reality. You just gotta have confidence that this person can do their job and you do your due diligence as well. So for whoever that is, yeah, great fortune. So maybe it was a great fortune that you maybe you had to build the confidence to deal with this water sign, air sign, or fire sign. So it's like maybe you gotta build a level of trust and understanding to be able to work through this situation. That's what's gonna determine your outcome. I just said with this child, yeah. So it's like you gotta build because if you, especially if you going through custody or child support or whatever the case is with another parent, it's like you gotta have a solid plan to know what you want ahead of time. So it's like you gotta be able to build a bond with your lawyer or public defender, just like you gonna have to build a bond with your child and this baby mama, even if y'all not gonna be together. That say a lot. Yeah. So maybe somebody separating from a baby mama. Maybe you getting out of a relationship with a baby mama and it's like a custody battle or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe y'all was in a relationship for a long time for y'all common law marriage. So I don't know. Maybe y'all separate and it's like maybe you trying to get custody, like visitation rights. I just heard. So maybe you praying that you get some type of visitation rights because you don't want to separate from this person and then you don't get to see your child. So maybe you trying to get it on paper. I can feel you on that. I don't know. Maybe somebody ain't desperate because it could have been worse. Yeah, I just heard that shit. So maybe somebody learned a lesson. Like it could have been worse, but it's like okay, I'm not upset. I'm happy with the outcome. So maybe somebody actually accepting their reality right now, message. So I don't know. Maybe somebody might get a message from somebody, or somebody might send somebody a message. Either somebody want to make peace with you, or you want to make peace with somebody. It could be somebody. It could be a water sign. So I don't know. Maybe you might reach out to a water sign and send them a message. This person on their journey though, it's like maybe you was uh manipulative, or maybe this person was manipulative. But it's like I think you will be able to make the peace, but it's like I still feel like somebody here trying to rob somebody of their life. You get what I'm saying? It's like one person uh actually trying to grow and the other person trying to look the part. It's like that shit hit different. You could tell. You get what I'm saying? It's like when this person step out, light shine every damn well. It's like when this other person step out, it's like the light start dimming and shit. It's like you could tell a whole lot about this person. That's why this person set up boundaries and shit. So maybe this person cautious of like who they get all wrapped up in this shit. Either you or them. It's like the next person you get involved with, you want it to be true love. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe somebody might be reaching out to somebody. Maybe somebody had their eyes on somebody for a while. Maybe this person ain't been paying you no attention, but maybe you might decide to reach out to this person. But it's like I'm still hearing it's all according to how you play the game. So it's like maybe you was trying to do some fucked up shit in the past, and it's like maybe you getting a second time around, but it's like it's according to how you handle some shit, or vice versa. Maybe this person getting the opportunity to come back around, but it could be for love, it could be for courtship, it could be for robbing you out of your life, it could be getting you off your path, sending a message to make peace. It could be, just having the means of closure to be able to make peace, having a peace of mind. You get what I'm saying? So maybe somebody's trying to, have some type of understanding in what's going on. So I guess maybe somebody had some type of separation from somebody. Maybe somebody was a player. You get what I'm saying? And it's like maybe somebody had to declutter their life and they had to separate from somebody. Yeah, some changes had to be made. Maybe somebody ended up changing locations where they live at, jobs, cars. Maybe somebody had some type of concern about somebody they was messing with on the side. You get what I'm saying? Maybe somebody was trapped in their mind about a situation, or maybe somebody was in jail sudden wealth. So maybe somebody was trapped in their mind about a situation and they couldn't receive their blessings until they put an end to some shit. So maybe somebody want to communicate this shit because now that they got the wisdom and knowledge now. So maybe somebody ready to let somebody know how they feel. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe somebody not realizing that they gonna have to put a lot of work into a situation that they trying to go to. It's like especially to get to this divine feminine that they thinking about. They said divine timing. So I don't know. Maybe in divine timing, maybe this person got work to do right now. And it's like they following their dreams. Elevating, not just her. So maybe this person is growing, and it's like maybe you eager to see what this person has developed into now that you this wealthy person. So maybe you had to inform somebody about how you felt and the fact that you wanted to put an end to some shit. Maybe that was the certain wealth for you. You realizing that you wasn't trapped in a situation. Didn't it say free yourself from control issues? So maybe somebody was trying to control you mentally. Maybe you thought you was trapped in a situation and you had some concerns about a living arrangement. Maybe you had to just make some changes or some shit. So hopefully if you like the video, please like the video. If you have yet to comment, let me know whether this resonated with you. Please do subscribe. I'm out, y'all.